which if you pre-order, that you automatically get bumped up. North America, South America, you get bumped up to the limited edition.
Nice.
And that includes a DLC package, which has an additional quest and a demonic weapon set, which gives you a set of daggers and a sword and a hammer and the soundtrack.
Just some normal-looking daggers, though. I mean,
no, they're demonic.
Yeah. Okay, they're demonic.
Yeah.
And as we saw,
I mean, maybe normal-looking demonic daggers. But,
sure, certainly have a flair for the demonic, I guess. So, folks who are interested in the game, what platform is it coming out on?
It's coming out for next-gen systems, so Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
All right, very cool. Is that and you guys are targeting a release this year or like early next? What
October 28th.
October 28th.
Yeah.
Not even a target. You guys.
Yeah, that's our release date. Yeah.
Very cool. I think I've got a question or two coming in here. Let me just check on it real quick. While we're doing that, tell me a little bit more about Harkin and this sort of. I mean, do you get to know him as a character, or is he sort of you, the player, as a character?
No, I mean, there's
voice acting.
Yeah. No, he's got voice acting. And there's a character, and there are story element and cutscenes that you'll find throughout the game that'll kind of illustrate in his backstory and what is currently happening to him. So yeah, you're driving him, but you also get his character.
All right, and we've got a question coming in over Twitter, wondering about actually the character choices, because I feel like that's something that people like really sort of perk up at. Oh, I can choose. I can make the game different for myself. I might want to replay it. Like, are there many of those sort of moments, or is it just kind of at the end you decide the fate of the whole world?
Well, no. I mean, at the end there's a couple of ways the story can end. So you can go back and you can play it a little bit differently.
Okay.
Or you can go back if you want to, like, hey, I want to redo it as the warrior class. There's like 3 different classes, so you can play through it with the 3 different classes and the 3 different sets of magical abilities by itself. And
the magical abilities we saw, I think it felt like most of the attacks we were seeing were melee based. How much sort of is a balance between melee and magic in your attack patterns?
Well, the magic is really meant as kind of like your big gun.
Okay.
So it's meant to be used once in a while, as opposed to the weapons, which are your primaries. So they're basically, the magic is used as like, okay, I need help to get out of a bad situation, or I want to use it very tactically to whittle down a bad guy.
And there's actually another question coming in about the magic for each class. That's the distinguishing point, really. So can you give us an example of how those are delineated?
Well, it's basically, you can probably imagine from the different classes, warrior is more offensive types of magic. The cleric is more defensive, and kind of like one of his things is, he can create duplicates of himself that will fool enemies. So it's really good to use. Like some of the guys, you can get behind a guy and get him, and the thief is a little more stealthy. So it's kind of go along those lines.
All right, Stephen. Well, Lords of the Fallen coming out. Say that date again.
October 28th.
October 28th for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thanks a lot.
Showing the game off and talking about it. That's Lords of the Fallen, folks. If you want to know more, check out GameSpot.com. We've got a bunch of videos and articles up on it. You can get a bigger, meatier taste, and it might taste weird because of all the demonic stuff, but I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Justin here, and I'm talking with Francis, the Senior Director of Marketing over here at Capcom. And Capcom, as always at San Diego Comic-Con, has some awesome merchandise. If you could walk me through maybe some of the cooler things that you guys are selling this year.
Well, Justin, this year, actually, Capcom is always known for having a really vibrant store with a lot of selections of exclusives and things for our fans. This year's our biggest store ever with over 95 products. First and foremost, our hottest item right now is the Mega Man replica helmet, as you see here. If it's the first time ever this has ever been done, which is hard to imagine, you'd think it would all these years, right? And what's cool about it is it's made out of chrome resin. The helmet comes off the base, and it's lit up. So it's powered by a USB cord, so it could go connect to your computer or to an AC adapter. You can take the helmet off, on. It comes in the standard Mega Man blue, as well as a variant when he's in the red. So right now, though, the red one, we have a more limited number, so we're limited to 1 per person. The other cool items we have is, for Monster Hunter fans, we have this Monster Hunter plush for the Rathian and the Yan-Koot creatures. Comes in a nice little eggshell packaging. Plus, you can display it in half of the eggshell. It's balanced by itself. Fans are loving that, too. Other things we have to move on is, for Street Fighter fans, we have, we only have one. Well, we had Chun-Li here, and we had Ryu here. They're sold out. That's how it goes at Comic-Con, right? Things sell out really fast.
I feel kind of sad for Ken, though. He's all sad and lonely by himself.
Really sad, but you know what's cool about it is the first appearance ever of Ken is by a company called IP Factory. And what's cool about this plush is there's a wire infrastructure in the body. So you can actually pose his arm and legs into Street Fighter type moves. So not only is it cute, it's kind of like an action figure too. Another Capcom store exclusive is the Street Fighter watch. Now this is a true high-end collectible. Last year we made one, it was a Resident Evil Umbrella Corporation watch, all black with the Umbrella logo. This year we're following up with the Street Fighter watch with the Shadaloo symbol right there at the 12 o'clock point. It's made by a company called Meister. It's high-end Japanese watch technology, stainless steel, 10 meters water resistant, leather band, individually numbered, only 250 units. Comes in this nice display case with the Shadaloo logo, retail $250. And we've already moved about 50 of them. And it's not only been halfway through day one. So those are the true fans. Some other things I like to show is Street Fighter Assassin's Fist is our live action web series that's debuted on machinima.com a couple months ago. And this is the first time we have t-shirts and gears, iPhone cases, belts, all that related to that. And Ultra Street Fighter 4 just came out last month for DLC, and it's also going to be available for 360 and PS3 on August 5th. So to celebrate that, we have the exclusive t-shirts by a company called Kaneda, featuring Hugo, DiCaprio, Rolento, Poison, and of course Elena. So those are just some of the items we have. We do have also a Mega Man denim jacket, which we can go over take a look at later. That is all hand stitched. We only have 80 units of that for, again, the true Mega Man connoisseur.
Yeah, let's go over and check out that jacket. Right. So here's the jacket. You said there were only 80 of these made?
No, there was 300 of them made.
300 made.
We had 200 as a pre-order, and then we have about 80 left. It's hand-stitched. It says Mega Man without screaming Mega Man, right? Nice subtle designs, shows its color schemes. Even the zipper is yellow, where the Buster would be. I would like to show you, though, this Mega Man Buster that's made by Think Geek, our friends at Think Geek. This is only a prototype. It's not for sale. Everyone's disappointed. But what's cool, it's hard ABS plastic. You can stick your hand in there. It lights up. It makes the pew, pew, pew sound. And we're just letting fans see it. It's the first prototype, first working prototype anywhere. Let the fans see it now. It'll be available this fall, Think Geek.
Very cool.
Some of the, I mean, like I said, we have like 90, 95 products. But those are the key things that everyone's kind of going for this year at San Diego Comic-Con.
Is there anything that you, in specific, you set aside for yourself? You're like, I have to keep this for myself.
I might hang on to that Mega Man Buster prototype. How's that? It's the only one there is.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for talking with me, Francis. Some awesome stuff here at the San Diego Comic-Con from the Capcom booth, and we're going to be checking out more stuff, so stay tuned.
One of the coolest spots to visit at San Diego Comic-Con is the Sideshow Collectibles booth. You saw us taking a tour of it earlier, and now we've got Mike Tolentino here from Sideshow Collectibles with his buddy Nathan Drake. And Mike, thanks for coming by and bringing your friend.
Thank you for having us. It was fun. It was an adventure getting here. Nathan always gets lost. We have our Nathan Drake premium format figure available at sideshow.com. This is a cool figure because it's got the full cloth costume. I mean, he's from head to toe. He's got the pants on, the thermal. You can
half tuck that thing in the back.
You can for swag.
Yeah,
he's got the swagger.
For that quintessential Drake look.
Yes, he's got his little scarf for when he's chilly, and his bandoliers are it's all leather. It's all hand stitched. You can see the thread lines and everything. It's really cool, really well put together.
And you can put this on, like you were putting this together earlier, and I hope you don't mind me calling you out.
I totally messed it up.
You had the bandolier on the wrong way. We checked the image, and it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. You got to get our Drake.
He had to authenticize me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can dress it, you can customize it. If you don't want his man purse on, he can take his man purse off, or satchel, if you will. But yeah, so it's
satchel. Yeah, that's a good word.
Man purse. But yeah, you can do it in a lot of different ways. He also has a switch out hand that comes out.
God, no!
So you can pull that off, and you can put his pistol in. You can take his pistol out of his holster there. So there's a lot of different options. We try to make it so you can have fun with your statue, and it's not just
a static thing. You know, I mean, it goes on your mantelpiece next to your picture of your family and other cherished items.
Yeah, it's like family, grandparents, Drake.
Yeah, in that order. You know, we got to have some perspective.
Yeah. And yeah, this is cool. And we're trying to do. We don't just want guys that are standing still. We want to make our statues sort of leap out, and he's literally leaping over this wall at you. And it's just a really dynamic piece, and we're giving it away here.
Yes, we are. Yeah, that's the extra exciting thing is that you can win this. All you got to do is go on Twitter. GameSpot just tweeted giveaway tweet. There it is. All you have to do is retweet that this weekend. On Monday, we'll be picking the winner and giving this away to a happy and healthy home, fortunately, because, you know, Nate has seen a lot of stuff.
He has. He needs a good, solid home.
Yeah,
someone to love him.
Supportive.
Leave some water out for him.
He gets thirsty with all the mantling and the flinging himself hither and yon. Very cool, Mike. But, you know, you guys have a huge booth at the show floor, as well as a bunch of new stuff you're showing off at San Diego Comic-Con. Talk to us a little bit about that stuff.
Sideshow Collectibles booth 1929. We're showing tons of new stuff right now. Our DC statues that we're revealing, we have our Batgirl, which is brand new, Power Girl, and the Lobo, which is cool. Lobo's about this big. He has a companion piece, his dog, which is a roided out pit bull or bulldog.
Nice.
And he's got two heads. He's got a switch out Simon Bisley head to make it more of the classic, and then he's got these cool dreadlock space dreadlocks. It's fantastic.
Space dreadlocks.
Space dreadlocks.
Sold.
You had me at space dreadlocks. Switch out hand with the flaming skull. He's got a sickle. It's just really cool. And leatherwork. Our cut and sew team really puts that dynamic touch to it because it just adds a different layer to the statues.
You used that term earlier, cut and sew team. So like, give me the structure of like what different teams. So you've got a different team for the cloth. You got a different team for other elements.
So first we start off on design, and then we'll break down to a sculpt. So they'll digitally do it, but with ZBrush, or they'll get a big hunk of clay and sculpt it by hand. And then from there we mold it out, and then it goes to our paint team and our cut and sew team. So the paint teams will paint all the different parts of it.
Yeah, that's how you get the 5 o'clock, I've been lost in the desert for weeks shadow. Yeah.
And then our cut and sew team will put together the costume on a body, and we'll send that out to make sure we can get the right materials so he has that dingy, dirty look to his clothes. It's not just brand new cotton. It's, I mean, you can see it's all just detailed and weathered, and he looks gross. He looks like he smells.
Let's get a nice butt shot there.
There we go.
Looking good, Nate.
Tucked.
Yep. Get the half tuck. Yeah, totally. So
no tramp stamp.
So you get it together, and then do you have to sort of consult with Naughty Dog or Sony?
Yeah. Naughty Dog. They work with us almost from the beginning as far as approving the concept and then making sure that we represent what it is they want us to make for them. Cool.
So, you know, obviously Sony and Naughty Dog you guys have worked with. DC you've done a ton of work with, but that's not the limit of Sideshow Collectibles.
Yeah, we also have Marvel. We just actually revealed some Marvel 6-scale figures, which we're really excited about. Those are the articulated 12-inch figures.
Okay, 6-scale, what that means that they're
1/6? Yeah, 1/6, so if you're 1 scale.
Yep.
So if we did a 1/4 scale of you, it'd be this guy, and then if we did a 6 scale version of you,
about a foot tall.
Yeah, about a foot tall, 30 points of articulation, and we just revealed at the show our Deadpool and our Wolverine figure, and those both are amazing. What's cool about these ones is we're taking a little bit of artistic license of how they're designed. So these aren't designs that you've seen before in comics. Like the Wolverine actually has like a brown leather look to him, and he's got these cool gauntlets on his forearms. So we're doing a little bit off the beaten path.
That's really interesting because, I mean, within comics, of course, we've all seen superheroes have umpteen costumes depending on what incarnation of the hero it is. But for you guys to get to sort of put your own creative spin on it, that must be pretty cool.
Yeah, the creative team has a blast doing it because we're all fans of the properties, and we all have ideas of what they should be and how they should look. So it's a culmination of just everyone's working together, which it's always a great end product.
And we were talking earlier, speaking of sort of that creativity, you guys are really getting to flex that now with the new thing you guys are taking on.